Hi, tonight we're going to talk about self-awareness. Self-awareness is not self-consciousness. It is rare, so we need to intensify it and go deep to expand to a higher plane. This deeper awareness is not evaluating our collection of memories, because they are just thoughts, not realities that have the ability to affect us. We can't change the reality of the past, but we can change our thoughts by becoming aware of our thought patterns in the present. Then we can release the grasp they have on us. Because we can see where our thought patterns are controlling our direction in life and where they are leading us. This empowers us to learn from our mistakes so we don't repeat them, but it doesn't end the experience of mistakes because they are a part of the learning process. In our garden, when flowers don't bloom, we don't destroy the plant. We just change the condition it grows in. In comparison, we are not destroyed by our mistakes. We are just bruised. So there is a remedy to restore us to wholeness. Carl Jung says, we always see our own unavowed mistakes in our opponent. When he causes us stress, and even more stress if we react. But that is not reality, so we adjust our thoughts, the stress goes away. The Dalai Lama says, it's more useful to be aware of a single shortcoming in ourselves than it is to be aware of 1,000 in somebody else. Managing our thoughts and emotions is phenomenal because our mind is an advanced tool, so we can reprogram our life and not just run programs from our subconscious. When life is not going our way, we can connect with other people in our network or communicate directly with the one consciousness that connects us all. In life, we can experience aching pain that is irritating and can change our life in a minute. But with self-awareness, it can make us stronger, smarter, and more compassionate. We need to rewrite our program from the perspective of our soul, a spirit that moves us to dance and sing to our own purpose. Producing thoughts of love, compassion, and forgiveness is healing for us and others, while thoughts of hate and retribution are toxic to us and others. Therefore, we need to choose our thoughts the same way we handpick our clothes to gain a deeper self-awareness of our true self. When we are beaten down, we can rebuild and rise up again to become who we are meant to be if we recreate ourselves. Nothing is permanent, so we don't have to dwell on the past because we have choices and can think new thoughts. Socrates said, the secret of change is to focus all our energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. We don't have the time to continue self-avoidance or believing that we have been told because we consider for ourselves what is true. We decide to evolve and deal with our unresolved issues or remain the same. If we choose to remain unchanged with the same system, way, and procedures, we will continue to experience the same patterns until we learn from them and decide to move on. To evolve takes self-awareness that balances insights and perceptions in our consciousness that contains both our body and mind. Our consciousness connects us to our strength within, so we can explore what lies outside our comfort zone. Healing is about wholeness, so we are not trying to get rid of the ego, but interlink it with love in our spiritual practice, so it is healthy and can actualize and affect change in our life. Spirituality is not soaring above our human experience, but altering our consciousness by working on our issues to transform emotional behavior into spiritual maturity. We create our reality with our thoughts. So when we change our thoughts, we change our mind and reality. It does not matter if we kneel, sit, stand, dance, sing, meditate, exercise, pray, or contemplate, because we are just embodying spirituality in the role of our body. Swami Vivekananda said, "Experience is the only teacher we have. We may talk and reason all our lives, but we shall not understand a word of truth." The Bhagavad Gita says, "Yoga is the journey of the self, through the self, to the self." And Confucius said, "Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it." We can choose to be miserable or take control of our thoughts and choose to be compassionate, helpful, and of service. It is not easy, but it is natural to drop the negative vibes and shape our circumstances with our positive thoughts. Self-awareness is being honest with ourselves, looking at both the positive and negative so we can learn and grow out of the negatives. Self-awareness is not self-consciousness, which causes anxiety, so we don't live to please others, because that only creates stress. It is disturbing, so we drop it as a negative and release it to be more at ease. We are the master artists of our reality, so we don't hand over our tools and canvases to someone else as we choose what to take up and what to let go. Reacting and throwing a fit does not change a thing. It does not change minds or gain respect, so we just let things be. Swami Vivekananda said, "Learn everything that is good from others, but bring it in and in your own way absorb it. Do not become others." Duval and Wicklund say, self-awareness is based on the thought that we are not our thoughts, but the entity observing them. This gives us a healthy grounding to develop our awareness of ourselves and others, even observing the perspective of others. Children become aware and develop as they observe the people and objects around them, even becoming aware of their own reflection in a mirror. Awareness gives us the ability to learn from our mistakes, as it does not stop them from happening, but gives us the ability to learn from them. We gain a state of control over our reality as we become real, mastering our thoughts and raising our awareness. We don't dwell on our negatives, but acknowledge them to decide what to change and what to expect from them. If we want to change, we have to become aware, because awareness is the agent that causes the change. It is not a destination or distraction, but a journey towards our goals, where we have more control in deciding our purpose by developing our strengths and improving on our flaws. Aristotle said, "Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom." Anthony de Mello says, "Wisdom tends to grow in proportion to one's awareness of one's ignorance." Thank you.